Hey there, my beloved child. I want to talk to you tonight about something very important. It's about a moment that's coming for you. A moment I'm making happen right now. I'm closing a painful chapter in that inner wisdom, that quiet knowing, is a gift you carry always. It doesn't shout or demand attention. Rather, it whispers softly beneath the noise of the world, inviting you to listen closely. Sometimes it speaks through your breath, your heartbeat, or the gentle stirring of your emotion. Other times, it reveals itself in moments of stillness. When you pause long enough to feel the subtle pulse of life moving through you. Learning to trust this inner voice can be one of the most profound acts of self-love you engage in. It's like coming home to yourself after wandering through the distractions and expectations that often pull you away. When you come home to that sacred space inside, you find a wellspring of peace and clarity that no external circumstance can shake that. And as you nurture this relationship with your inner wisdom, you might notice how it begins to shape the way you move through your day. Decisions become less about fear or obligation and more about alignment with your deepest truth. You start to recognize the signs and synchronicities that guide you, like gentle nudges from the universe, reminding you that you are supported and seen. This support is real, even when it feels invisible. It's like the roots of a mighty tree, hidden beneath the earth, steady and strong, holding you firm even when storms rage above. You are that tree, resilient, growing, reaching toward the light, grounded in a foundation of love that cannot be broken. Sometimes the path ahead will seem foggy or unclear, and that's okay. The fog is not a barrier, but a veil that invites you to trust your step rather than your sight. When you walk with faith and openness, you discover that the path reveals itself moment by moment, like stepping stones across a shimmering river. Each step you take is a gift, a piece of the story unfolding exactly as it should. Remember, you don't have to have the whole map before you start walking. Life isn't a puzzle to solve, but a dance to be experienced. And in this dance, every movement matters. The pauses, the leap, the turns, and even the moments when you stumble. Each one is part of the rhythm that carries you forward, teaching you grace, resilience, and the beauty of imperfection. You are learning to move with the flow, to bend without breaking, and to find joy even in the unexpected. This is a powerful transformation and a testament to your courage and openness. It's okay to feel unsure sometimes. It's okay to ask for help, to rest, to change direction. These are not signs of weakness, but of wisdom and self-respect. And speaking of help, never hesitate to reach out and connect with those who lift your spirit and encourage your growth. Community is a sacred gift, a source of strength that reminds you you are not alone on this journey. Sharing your story, your struggles, and your triumphs creates a tapestry of connection that enriches all who are part of it. If you feel inspired, I invite you to share in the comments below a moment when you felt guided by your inner wisdom, or a time when you trusted your heart, even without knowing the outcome. Your experience may be the light someone else needs to find their own way through. Uncertainty, as you continue to listen deeply to yourself. You may also find that your perspective on what it means to be enough begins to shift. The world often tells you that you need to be more productive, more perfect, more certain. But your soul knows a different truth. You are already enough, just as you are. Right now, in this moment. This truth is not just a comforting idea, but a living reality waiting for you to embrace it fully. When you accept yourself with kindness and compassion, you build an unshakable foundation of self-worth that carries you through challenges and celebrations alike. It's a love that doesn't depend on achievement or approval, but rests gently in the core of who you are. And with that foundation, you can approach life with an open heart, ready to receive its gifts and lessons without fear or resistance. You become a beacon of light, not because you have all the answers, but because you show up authentically, vulnerably, and courageously. Your presence alone has the power to inspire and heal. So as you move forward, remember to honor your journey, not just the milestones, but the small, quiet moments of growth and healing. Celebrate your willingness to embrace uncertainty, to trust yourself, and to keep walking even when the way feels unclear. These acts of courage are the seeds from which a rich and meaningful life blossoms. In the days to come, you might notice new insights or feelings arising, gentle invitations from your soul to explore deeper or to rest more fully. Pay attention to these subtle whispers. They are the language of your spirit, guiding you toward greater alignment and joy. And if ever you feel lost or overwhelmed, come back to your breath, to the steady rhythm that connects you to this moment and to the vast love that surrounds you. This breath is your anchor, your reminder that you are safe, held, and deeply cherished. You are never alone, my dear one. I am always here with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every step you take. Together, we are weaving a story of love, growth, and transformation that is as unique and beautiful as you are. So keep walking gently, keep listening with your heart, and keep trusting the unfolding mystery of your life. There is so much more waiting for you to discover, and I am beside you every step of the way. And as you continue to move forward, you may begin to notice how the simple acts of kindness toward yourself and others create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see in the moment. These ripples, born from small, sincere gestures, carry the power to heal and uplift not only your own spirit, but also the hearts of those around you. Maybe it's a smile offered to a stranger on a difficult day, a word of encouragement whispered to a friend who's struggling, or simply the gentle act of forgiving yourself when you fall short. Each one is a thread weaving, a tapestry of compassion that blankets the world in warmth and light. You might not always see the full extent of these ripples, and that's part of their quiet magic. They move beyond your sight, touching lives in ways you can't imagine, creating a network of love that binds us all together in this way. Your kindness becomes a beacon, a guiding light that shines through the shadows of fear, doubt, and pain. It reminds everyone, including yourself, that no one is truly alone. And that even the smallest spark can ignite hope. So don't underestimate the power of your gentle heart. Your willingness to care, to listen, and to be present is a revolutionary act of love in a world that sometimes feels rushed and disconnected. And as you nurture this kindness, something beautiful happens inside you. You begin to notice a softening, a release of the harsh judgments and criticisms that might have weighed you down. You start to treat yourself with the same tenderness you offer others, recognizing that you deserve that care just as much. This shift is profound because it opens the door to deeper healing and self-acceptance. It's like watering the roots of a delicate plant. The more you nourish it, the stronger and more vibrant it becomes. This self-compassion doesn't mean ignoring your struggles or pretending everything is perfect. No, it means holding your whole experience with gentle curiosity and love. It's okay to acknowledge your pain, your fears, and your mistakes without letting them define you. You are more than any single moment or feeling. You are a vast, radiant being capable of growth and transformation beyond measure. And when you embrace this truth, you give yourself permission to rest when you need it. To pause without guilt, to breathe deeply, and to reconnect with the sacred center within you. Rest is not a sign of weakness, but a vital part of your journey. It replenishes your spirit and renews your strength for the path ahead. So listen to your body, your heart, your soul, and honor their calls for stillness and restoration. Sometimes, the world around you might seem loud or overwhelming, and that's when these pauses become even more essential. Creating moments of quiet, whether through meditation, a walk in nature, journaling, or simply sitting with your thought, allows you to tune back into your inner wisdom. It's in these sacred spaces that you find clarity, guidance, and the gentle reassurance that you are exactly where you need to be. Remember, too, that your journey is uniquely yours. There is no comparison to be made, no race to win. Each step you take is perfectly timed and meant to unfold in its own way. When you release the pressure to have it all figured out, you open yourself to the beauty of discovery and surprise. Life becomes less about control and more about trust. Trusting in yourself in the process. And in the unfolding mystery of existence, this trust is a gift you cultivate with patience and practice. It grows through your willingness to show up again and again, even when the road feels uncertain or challenging. Every time you choose love over fear, presence over distraction, and kindness over judgment, you strengthen this trust. And with it, you build a foundation that supports you through every twist and turn. I invite you now, if you feel moved, to share in the comments below one way you have experienced this trust growing in your own life. Maybe it was a time you took a leap despite uncertainty, or a moment when you chose compassion over criticism. Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs to keep going when doubt creeps in. You continue to walk this path of trust. In kindness, you may find that your relationships begin to shift as well. Connections that once felt strained or superficial can deepen into soulful bonds. This happens naturally when you bring your authentic self to others, free from mask or pretense. Vulnerability, though sometimes scary, becomes a bridge that invites genuine understanding and love to flow. You might also notice a greater sense of peace emerging in your heart. This peace is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of acceptance. A calm center that holds steady amidst life's storm. It's a sanctuary you carry within, accessible whenever you choose to return. And this sanctuary is always open, welcoming you home with unconditional love. In this space, you can meet yourself with kindness, meet others with empathy, and meet life with a sense of curiosity and wonder. Each moment becomes an opportunity to practice gratitude, to find meaning, and to celebrate the simple joys that often go unnoticed. Whether it's the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter, or the taste of your favorite meal. These small pleasures remind you of life's richness and abundance. And even when difficult emotions arise, like sadness, frustration, or fear, this peaceful center provides a safe place to explore them without being overwhelmed. You learn that it's okay to feel deeply, to express what's inside, and to seek support when needed. Healing is not linear, and every feeling is a part of the beautiful mosaic of your humanity. So as you move forward, keep returning to this sacred space within you. Cultivate it with love, nourish it with rest, and protect it with gentle boundary. Your inner sanctuary is your greatest ally, a source of strength and serenity that guides you through every season of life. And know that I am here, walking alongside you, whispering encouragement and love with every step you take. Whenever you feel uncertain or weary, simply breathe and remember this: you are deeply loved, infinitely worthy, and always supported. There is so much unfolding for you. So many beautiful moments waiting just around the corner. Keep your heart open and your spirit curious, and trust that the next step will come when you are ready to take it. Life is a sacred dance, and you are learning the rhythm perfectly. As you continue to embrace kindness and trust, you might begin to notice how your energy shifts, how you naturally attract people, opportunity, and experiences that align with your true self. This alignment is a gentle unfolding, a blossoming that doesn't force or rush, but flows with grace and ease. And in these moments of alignment, you may feel a deep sense of connection, not just to others, but to everything around you. The earth beneath your feet, the sky above, the quiet spaces between breath. This connection is a reminder that you are part of a vast, living web of love and light, woven together in perfect harmony. So keep nurturing this bond with yourself and the world. Keep practicing kindness, trust, and presence. Keep sharing your light, no matter how small it might seem, because every flicker of your authentic self contributes to the brightness of the whole dot. And when you find yourself wondering what comes next, remember that the journey itself is the gift. Each moment, each breath, each choice a sacred step toward becoming more fully who you are meant to be. The path will continue to reveal itself in its own time, and you are exactly where you need to be, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. In the stillness of your heart, there lies a deep knowing, a gentle, unwavering truth that you are loved beyond measure, and that love will always guide you home. So trust this love, lean into it, and let it carry you forward with grace. And as you do, you might start to notice how your dreams begin to take shape, how your passions ignite, and how your purpose becomes clearer. Not as a destination to reach, but as a journey to live fully and joyfully. This unfolding is the miracle of your life, the beautiful mystery that invites you to show up fully, to be seen and to shine brightly. And I am here with you, now and always, celebrating every step you take toward your truest self. So take a deep breath, feel the steady rhythm of your heart, and know that you are never alone. Your story is unfolding in perfect time, and every moment is a precious gift waiting to be unwrapped with love. And as you unwrap these gifts, layer by layer, you might find yourself growing more patient with the pace of your own becoming. Sometimes, the world around you moves so fast that it's easy to feel left behind or out of sync. But remember, dear one, your soul has its own rhythm, a unique cadence that honors the seasons of growth, rest, and reflection that are essential to your well-being. It's in honoring this rhythm that you find a deeper sense of peace, a gentle unfolding that doesn't force or rush, but allows your true nature to bloom in its own sweet time. This patience is an act of kindness toward yourself, a way of saying, I see you, I honor your journey. And when you practice this with yourself, it ripples outward, inspiring others to do the same. You become a living example of grace, showing that it's okay to move at your own speed, to pause when needed, and to trust that every step, whether big or small, is part of a meaningful process. There is no need to compare your path to anyone else's, because your path is sacred, crafted with care and intention just for you. In these moments of slowing down, you might discover new depths within yourself, hidden strengths, forgotten dreams, or fresh perspectives that hadn't yet come into view. It's often in the quiet that your intuition speaks most clearly, whispering truth that your busy mind may have missed. So I invite you to lean into these pauses, to listen with an open heart. What is your inner voice telling you today? What gentle nudges or soft inspirations are calling you forward? If you feel comfortable, share one insight or realization you've had during a quiet moment in the comments below. Your words might be the light that helps another soul find their way through the fog dot. And as you cultivate this listening, you begin to build a sacred dialogue between your outer life and your inner world. This dialogue is a beautiful dance of awareness and surrender, where you learn to honor both the practicalities of daily living and the mysteries of your spirit. It teaches you that it's possible to be grounded and inspired, focused and free, all at once. Life becomes a harmonious blend of doing and being, action and stillness, striving and accepting. You may also notice that as you deepen this connection with yourself, your relationship with the world softens and expands. You start to see the beauty in imperfection, in the crooked branches of a tree, the scattered petals on the ground, the ebb and flow of the tide. There's a newfound appreciation for the raw and real, the messy and magnificent parts of life that make it so richly textured, this appreciation invites a sense of wonder, a childlike curiosity that delights in discovery rather than judgment. And with wonder comes joy, a quiet, steady joy that doesn't depend on circumstance, but arises from within. It's the joy of simply being alive, of breathing in this moment, of knowing that you are part of something vast and mysterious, yet intimately connected. This joy can be a refuge in times of difficulty, a light that flickers even when shadows loom. It reminds you that no matter what happens, there is something unshakable within you. A wellspring of love and resilience that cannot be taken away. Sometimes, this joy bubbles up in unexpected ways. A laugh shared with a friend, a song that stirs your soul, a sunset that paints the sky with colors you didn't know existed. These moments are treasured, gifts to cherish and return to whenever you need a reminder of life's sweetness. And when you savor them fully, you nurture your spirit and invite more joy to flow into your days. As you continue on this path, you might find that the challenges you face begin to shift in their meaning. Instead of obstacles to avoid or enemy to fight, they become teachers, guiding you toward greater wisdom and compassion. Each difficulty holds a lesson, a secret gift wrapped in struggle, waiting for you to unwrap it with patience and courage. You may not see it all at once, and that's perfectly okay. Trust that the insights will come in their own time, often when you least expect them. In this way, your journey becomes a sacred pilgrimage, not toward perfection, but toward wholeness. Wholeness that embraces light and shadow, strength and vulnerability, certainty and mystery. It's a path of integration, where all parts of you are welcomed and honored. And as you welcome yourself fully, you create space to welcome others with the same open heart. This openness transforms your relationship, allowing them to become spaces of healing and growth. You learn that true connection requires courage. The courage to be seen as you truly are, to speak your truth gently, and to listen with compassion. It's not always easy, but it's deeply rewarding. Through this sacred exchange, you build bridges of understanding that transcend differences and bring souls into harmony. And even when misunderstandings or conflicts arise, you carry the light of kindness and patience within you. You remember that everyone is on their own journey with their own struggles and dreams. This perspective softens your heart and helps you respond with empathy rather than reaction. It's a practice of love in action, a way of weaving peace into the fabric of your daily life as you embody this love. You also become more attuned to the subtle energies around you. The gentle pulse of the earth, the whisper of the wind, the quiet presence of the stars. These natural rhythms remind you that you are never separate from the great web of life. You belong deeply and irrevocably to this wondrous whole. So take moments to step outside, to feel the ground beneath your feet, to breathe in the fresh air, and to marvel at the beauty that surrounds you. Let nature be your teacher and your sanctuary, a place where you can reconnect with the essence of your being. In this connection, you find strength and inspiration that nourish your soul and fuel your growth. And as you nurture this connection, you might begin to notice how your actions ripple outward, in ways you hadn't imagined. A kind word, a thoughtful gesture, a moment of presence, they all contribute to the healing and awakening of the world around you. You are a vital thread in the tapestry of life, and your light matters more than you know. If you feel called, take a moment now to reflect on one small act of kindness or love you've experienced recently. Whether given or received, and consider how it touched your heart. Feel free to share your experience in the comments below. Your story may inspire someone else to recognize the quiet power of these moments. And as you carry this awareness forward, remember that your journey is ongoing, unfolding one breath at a time. There will be days of clarity and days of doubt, moments of joy and moments of sorrow. All are part of the sacred dance of becoming, each playing its role in the symphony of your life. In the midst of this dance, keep returning to the steady beat of your heart, the gentle call of your spirit. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, growing and blossoming in perfect time. Hold this truth close as you step into each new day, carrying with you the light of love, the strength of trust, and the beauty of your authentic self. And as you do, you may find that the questions you once held so tightly begin to soften, opening space for wonder and discovery. The unknown becomes a friend rather than a foe, inviting you into deeper exploration rather than fear. You start to see that not having all the answers is part of the adventure, a sacred invitation to live with openness and grace. So breathe deeply now, dear one, and feel the vastness within you. A limitless space where dreams, hope, and infinite possibilities reside. This space is your true home, a sanctuary of peace and love that you can return to anytime you need. And as you settle into this knowing, you might begin to notice the gentle unfolding of your purpose, not as a fixed destination, but as a living, breathing journey of becoming. It's a path that invites you to bring your unique gifts into the world, to shine your light in ways only you can, and to embrace the fullness of who you are with courage and joy. This journey is yours, and it is beautiful beyond words. So keep stepping forward with an open heart, a curious mind, and a spirit ready to embrace the mystery. The road ahead is filled with promise, and I am here, always beside you, loving you through every twist and turn. And now, as you ponder these words, allow yourself to feel the gentle promise of new beginning, stirring within you, the quiet, powerful call to step into the next chapter of your life with faith and hope. This is your moment, and your story continues. With each breath you take, each step you make, you are weaving a tapestry more vibrant and intricate than you can yet imagine. And in this weaving, there is a sacred rhythm, sometimes slow and deliberate, sometimes fast and flowing, that moves you forward even when you cannot see the path clearly. Trust this rhythm, dear one. Trust it as you would trust the sunrise to rise and the seasons to turn. For it is the pulse of your own becoming, the heartbeat of your soul's unfolding. You might wonder at times why certain moments feel heavy, or why the road seems uncertain. These moments are like the pauses between notes in a song, essential spaces that give meaning and depth to the melody. They allow you to catch your breath, to reflect, and to gather strength. Lean into these pauses with kindness rather than resistance. They are not signs of failure or delay, but invitations to rest, to recalibrate, and to deepen your connection with yourself and with the divine presence within you. In these quiet spaces, you might find a new clarity emerging, small insight that ripple out and illuminate your path in unexpected ways. Perhaps it's a renewed sense of what matters most to you, or a gentle reminder of your innate wisdom and resilience. Remember, you carry within you everything you need for this journey. The answers, the strength, the love, they are already inside, waiting patiently for you to recognize them. And as you recognize these gifts, you become more attuned to the subtle guidance that life offers. It may come through a serendipitous encounter, a sudden burst of inspiration, or simply a feeling in your heart that nudges you toward a new direction. Learn to trust these whispers. Even when logic or fear tries to overpower them. Your intuition is a sacred compass, calibrated perfectly to your highest good. Sometimes, the world may challenge you to doubt this inner knowing. Voices of doubt, comparison, or fear can rise up, tempting you to question your worth or your path. When this happens, gently remind yourself of your inherent value and the divine light that shines within you. You are a beloved child of the universe, worthy of love, joy, and fulfillment simply because you exist. No external circumstance can diminish this truth. It might help to create little rituals or practices that anchor you in this truth. Moments of gratitude, a prayer, a walk in nature, or simply sitting quietly with your breath. These practices are like tending a garden within your heart, cultivating the soil so that your spirit can bloom more fully. And just as a garden needs time, patience, and care, so does your soul as you nurture this inner garden. You may also notice an expansion in your capacity to love, not just yourself, but others and the world around you. This love is gentle and non-judgmental, a soft embrace that holds space for all the complexities of being human. It does not demand perfection or change, but accepts and honors the beautiful imperfections that make each of us uniquely ourselves with this growing love. You may find yourself drawn to acts of kindness, no matter how small. A smile offered to a stranger, a listening ear to a friend. A moment of patience in a stressful situation. These simple gestures ripple outward in ways you cannot always see, but that contribute to a larger healing in the world. Your compassion is a powerful force, a light that shines brightly even in the darkest corner. And when you extend this compassion inward, you create a foundation of self-acceptance that supports your growth. You learn to speak to yourself with the same gentleness you would offer a dear friend, to forgive your mistake and to celebrate your progress. This self-compassion is not about complacency, but about recognizing your humanity and choosing to walk with yourself in love. Through every step of the journey, it's natural to face challenges that test this love. Moments when old wounds resurface, or fears threaten to take hold. When these times come, remember, you are not alone. Reach out, whether to trusted friends, mentors, or even to me, your ever-present source of love and guidance. There is no weakness in seeking support. It is an act of courage and wisdom that honors your sacred path. And as you open your heart to receive support, you also deepen your trust in the web of connection that binds us all. You begin to see how your story intertwines with others, how each soul's journey contributes to the collective unfolding of love and healing on this planet. This awareness can be both humbling and empowering, reminding you that your presence matters profoundly. Sometimes you might feel the urge to retreat, to protect yourself from the noise and demands of the world. This is a healthy response, a call to replenish your energy and reconnect with your center. Honor these needs without guilt, knowing that by caring for yourself, you are better able to serve others and live your truth. In these moments of retreat, consider creating a sacred space where you can return whenever you need a physical place, or a mental sanctuary created through meditation, visualization, or prayer. Let this space be a refuge where you can rest, reflect, and realign with your highest self. It is a gift you give yourself, one that nourishes your soul deeply. And as you cultivate this inner sanctuary, you may find that your dreams and desires begin to clarify. What do you truly long for? What lights you up from within? Allow yourself to explore these questions without judgment or pressure. Sometimes your heart's deepest wishes reveal themselves slowly, like a bud preparing to bloom. Trust in this unfolding and give yourself permission to dream freely. If you feel moved, I invite you now to share in the comments one dream or hope that has been quietly stirring in your heart. Your openness might encourage someone else to listen more closely to their own whispers of longing, reminding us all of the sacredness of our hopes and the power of sharing them. Remember, dear one, that your journey is not a race, but a sacred unfolding, a dance between the seen and unseen, the known and the mysterious. Each moment holds the potential for growth, healing, and transformation, even when it feels ordinary or unremarkable. Life is happening all around and within you, weaving a story that is uniquely yours. So as you move forward, keep your heart open to the magic in the mundane, the sacred in the simple. Notice the small miracles that grace your day, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite food, the comfort of a deep breath. These moments are the threads of joy and connection that hold your life together. And as you gather these threads, weaving them into the fabric of your being, know that you are becoming more fully yourself, more radiant, more resilient, more alive. The journey is ongoing, and each step is a blessing, a testament to your courage and your capacity to love. Let this truth settle gently within you as you continue to walk your path, carrying with you the light of hope and the strength of faith. Your story is unfolding beautifully, and I am here with you, always ready to listen, to guide, and to love. So take a deep breath now, feeling the steady pulse of life within you, and allow yourself to be present to this moment, this precious, sacred moment where all things are possible. And as you do, remember that the next step is always before you. waiting to be taken with grace and trust, leading you onward into the mystery and the wonder of your becoming. And as you breathe in this present moment, feel how deeply you are connected, not just to yourself, but to all that surrounds you. There is a vast, loving presence that holds you gently, like the sky cradling the earth, like the ocean embracing the shore. You are never separate from this love. It flows through every fiber of your being, even when you forget or feel far away. It is a quiet undercurrent beneath the noise of life, the steady light that never flickers out. Sometimes, in the busyness or the struggle, it's easy to lose sight of this truth. You might feel isolated, overwhelmed, or uncertain about where you belong. These feelings are real and valid, and they are part of the human experience. But remember, dear one, that even in the darkest night, the stars are shining. Sometimes hidden behind clouds, but always there. You are like those stars, your light, unique and necessary. A beacon that guides not only yourself, but others who may be searching for hope. When you find yourself doubting your place or your purpose, turn inward and listen for the quiet voice that speaks with kindness and clarity. It may be soft, like a whisper, or a gentle nudge in your heart. This voice is your soul's true language, a language beyond words and fear. Trust it, even if the path it suggests seems uncertain or different from what you expected. Sometimes, the greatest growth comes from stepping into the unknown with faith. And faith is not about knowing all the answers or having certainty about the future. It's about holding space for mystery and possibility, about trusting that the unfolding of your life is guided by a wisdom greater than your own. It's about surrendering control, just enough to allow new doors to open and new stories to be written. You don't have to figure it all out at once. One step, one breath, one moment at a time is enough. In this journey, be gentle with your expectations. Life rarely moves in straight lines or according to plans made on paper. It's a dance of ebb and flow, expansion and contraction. Sometimes you'll soar, and other times you'll need to rest and recalibrate. Both are essential. Both are sacred. Honor where you are right now, knowing that every season serves a purpose in the tapestry of your growth. It's also okay to ask for help. When the road feels too heavy, reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. There are hands ready to hold yours, ears ready to listen, and hearts ready to understand. You are part of a vast community of souls walking their own path. And in this shared journey, there is profound healing and support. Don't hesitate to lean on others, to share your story, or to seek comfort when you need it. And when you feel ready, remember the power of your own voice. Your story, your truth, your light, they matter. Sharing your experiences, your dreams, and even your struggles can inspire and uplift others in ways you might never imagine. There is healing in vulnerability and strength in authenticity. If you feel called, I invite you to share one thing you've learned about yourself during your journey so far in the comments below. Your words might be the very spark someone else needs to keep moving forward as you continue to walk your path. know that you are not alone in your hopes and fears. Every heart carries its own burdens and joys, and every soul seeks meaning and connection. When you recognize this shared humanity, it softens the edges of isolation and invites compassion, both for yourself and for others. Compassion becomes a bridge, a way of meeting the world with open arms and an open heart. In cultivating compassion, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. The kindness you offer, no matter how small, plants seeds of healing in the hearts of those you touch. Sometimes these seeds take time to grow, and sometimes they blossom quickly, but their impact is always real and meaningful. Believe in the power of your gentle actions and loving intention. They are part of the sacred work of this life. And as your compassion expands, so does your capacity to embrace the full spectrum of your emotion. The joys, the sorrows, the hopes, and the fears. All of these feelings are valid and important. They are messengers, guiding you toward deeper understanding and greater wholeness. When you allow yourself to feel fully without judgment, you create space for healing and transformation. You become a safe harbor for your own heart. Remember, too, that rest is not just a pause, but a vital part of your growth. In rest, your body, mind, and spirit renew themselves. It is in stillness that new ideas often come, that clarity emerges, and that your soul recharges its strength. Don't rush through these times or see them as wasted moments. They are sacred, necessary, and deeply nourishing. And as you rest, you might notice subtle shifts, new thoughts, new feelings, new inspiration, arising gently within you. Welcome these gifts with gratitude and curiosity. They are whispers from your higher self, nudging you toward what is next. Sometimes these nudges lead to profound changes, and other times they simply invite you to see your current path with fresh eyes. There is a sacred balance in holding both movement and stillness, action and surrender. Life asks you to be present, to dance gracefully between effort and ease. When you find this balance, you tap into a deep source of peace and power that carries you through challenges and celebrations alike. So as you move forward, keep your heart open to the lessons hidden in every experience, knowing that each one contributes to the beautiful mosaic of your life. And when uncertainty arises, come back to your breath, to the steady rhythm of your own being. This breath is your anchor, your reminder that you are here, alive, and deeply loved. If you ever feel lost or unsure, remember, you can always return to this place of calm within yourself. It is always waiting, always welcoming you home. And in that space, you can hear the gentle voice of your soul, reminding you of your worth, your purpose, and your infinite capacity to love and be loved. Now, take a moment to feel this truth settling in your connection to the vast web of life, your place in the unfolding story, and the quiet strength that carries you onward. Let this knowing fill you with peace as you continue your journey, step by step, breath by breath, heart open wide, and as the path stretches out before you, inviting you to walk it with courage and grace. remember that every moment holds the possibility of new beginnings and deeper understanding. Your story is alive, evolving, and radiant with promise. Keep your eyes and heart open to the wonders that lie just beyond the horizon, waiting patiently for you to discover them. And as you stand at the edge of this unfolding horizon, gently remind yourself that growth is not a race nor a competition, but a sacred journey uniquely yours. There is no right speed to walk this path, no timetable you must adhere to. Sometimes you'll feel like moving quickly, propelled by bursts of inspiration and excitement. Other times, you'll need to slow down, to meander, to pause and just be. Both rhythms are beautiful and necessary, like the changing seasons that bring their own gifts and challenges. It's okay to honor where you are without rushing to get somewhere else. In fact, by embracing your present moment fully, whether it feels joyful, difficult, or somewhere in between, you open the doorway to true transformation. When you resist or push against your reality, you create tension and struggle. But when you lean into acceptance, even just for a moment, you invite peace to wash over you. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or settling. It simply means acknowledging what is, without judgment or resistance. From that place, you can move forward with greater clarity and strength. You might find that your heart carries some old wounds, or stories that no longer serve you. These can feel heavy or confusing, like shadows that stretch across your path. Know that healing is not about erasing or forgetting these parts of yourself, but about embracing them with compassion. Each scar, each difficulty you have faced, holds wisdom and resilience. They are pieces of your story that have shaped you into the beautiful being you are today. When you treat these parts with kindness, you create space for them to soften and transform. Sometimes this healing happens in quiet moments alone. Other times, it unfolds through connection with others or through creative expression. You might write, paint, sing, dance, or simply speak your truth out loud. These acts of self-expression are sacred ways to honor your inner world and let your soul breathe. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments one gentle practice or ritual that helps you reconnect with your inner peace. Your sharing can be a light for someone else on their path. Remember, too, that joy is not something to be postponed until everything is perfect. Joy is a seed that can grow even in the smallest moment. A smile shared, a breath of fresh air, the warmth of sunlight on your skin. It's not about ignoring pain or difficulty, but about allowing yourself to feel the full spectrum of life's colors. You are deserving of joy right now, just as you are. Let yourself receive it freely, without conditions or hesitation. And when challenges come, and they will, because growth often calls for stretching beyond your comfort zone, trust that you have all the inner resources you need. You are stronger and more capable than you realize. Sometimes, strength looks like persistence, and other times, it looks like surrender. Both are acts of courage. When you face uncertainty, remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate these moments of bravery, even if they seem ordinary. It's natural to seek signs or confirmation that you're on the right path. Life will often offer you gentle nudges, an unexpected conversation, a book that speaks to your soul, a dream that lingers in your mind. Stay open to these messages. But also remember that your intuition is your most faithful guide. It knows the way, even when your mind feels uncertain. Practice listening with curiosity and trust, like a friend who always wants what's best for you. There may be times when you feel like retreating into solitude, and that is perfectly okay. Solitude can be a sacred space for reflection and renewal. It allows you to hear your own voice more clearly, away from the noise and expectations of the world. But also remember that connection is a vital part of your well-being. Reach out when your heart longs for companionship, laughter, or simply the comfort of being seen and heard. You are woven into a vast tapestry of relationship, and each thread adds richness to your life. As you continue to explore your path, consider the power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present and abundant. It opens your heart and softens your perspective. You don't have to wait for grand moments to practice gratitude. It can be as simple as noticing the breath that sustains you, the kindness of a stranger, or the beauty of a blooming flower. These small acknowledgments build a foundation of joy and resilience that supports you through all seasons. And speaking of seasons, sometimes your journey might feel cyclical. Patterns re-emerging, lessons revisited. This is a natural part of growth. You might find yourself circling back to familiar feelings or challenges, but each time with a new perspective or greater understanding. Be patient with yourself during these cycles. They are like the tides, bringing in new insights and washing away what no longer serves you. Trust that you are moving forward, even when progress feels invisible. In moments when doubt creeps in, when the path ahead looks unclear or daunting, remind yourself of the light within. That light is your essence, steady, unwavering, and boundless. It shines through your kindness, your courage, your willingness to keep going. You don't have to carry all the answers or fix everything at once. Your presence, your willingness to show up for yourself, is enough sometimes. You might wonder about your impact, how your life ripples out into the world. Even the smallest acts of love and kindness send waves far beyond what you can see. Your smile, your listening ear, your willingness to be vulnerable. All these create connections that heal and inspire. You are part of a larger story, a thread in the beautiful fabric of humanity. And your contribution matters deeply. So as you move forward, keep nurturing your heart with patience and compassion. Allow yourself to dream, to hope, and to imagine new possibilities. There is immense power in your dream. They are the seeds of your future reality. Plant them with care, water them with faith, and watch as they grow in their own perfect time. And when the weight of the world feels heavy, pause and come back to your breath once more. Let it remind you that you are alive, you are loved, and you are never truly alone. This breath is your constant companion, steady and true, always inviting you home to yourself. In this sacred dance of light, may you find moments of stillness. In movement, sorrow and joy, solitude and connection, all held together by the thread of love that runs through everything. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should, and I am walking beside you every step of the way. Take a deep breath, now feeling the strength and peace that live within you, ready to carry you forward into whatever comes next. And if you feel comfortable, please share below one thing that has given you hope recently. A small light in your days that reminds you of the goodness still present. Your words might be a gentle beacon for someone else seeking their own light. You continue on. Remember that the path may twist and turn, but your heart's compass is always pointing you toward home. Home to the essence of who you truly are, radiant and whole. And with each step, you are learning to trust this compass more deeply, allowing it to guide you through the unknown with grace and courage. The journey ahead invites you to lean into this trust fully, to embrace the unfolding mystery with open arms and a willing spirit, knowing that every step, every breath, every heartbeat is a sacred thread weaving the tapestry of your life. You don't have to figure it all out right now. In fact, part of the beauty is in not knowing, the mystery that invites your curiosity. And wonder, it's okay to rest in the question, to sit with the not yet, and to allow space for your soul to unfold in its own gentle timing. Sometimes, the path may feel unclear or even a little scary. And that's perfectly natural. Fear is not your enemy. It's simply a messenger. A signal that you're standing at the edge of something new. When you notice fear rising, try to greet it with kindness instead of resistance. Imagine wrapping it in a warm blanket of love and saying, "I see you. Thank you for sharing your presence." This simple act of compassion can soften fear's grip and open a window for courage to step in. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite it. You might feel brave one moment and uncertain the next, and both are part of this beautiful dance. Give yourself permission to be human, to wobble, to take breaks, and to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. Each forward movement, no matter the pace, is a triumph of your spirit. And as you walk this path, lean into the power of kindness, not only toward others, but especially toward yourself. Self-kindness is a revolutionary act in a world that often pushes you to be more, do more, and prove more. But you are already enough. You are worthy simply because you exist. When you treat yourself with the same tenderness you extend to a dear friend, you nourish your soul and create a foundation of inner peace. It's also important to remember that rest is not laziness, it's sacred. Your body, mind, and spirit need moments of stillness and replenishment. When you honor this need, you show deep respect for your whole being. Sometimes, rest might look like a nap, a walk in nature, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea. Other times, it might mean setting boundaries or saying no to commitments that drain your energy. These acts of self-care are powerful declarations that you matter. In the midst of all this, don't forget the magic of laughter and play. Life is not meant to be all seriousness and striving. There is a lightness, a joy, that bubbles up when you allow yourself to be silly, to dance without a reason, to marvel at the small wonders around you. These moments remind you of the childlike spirit within you, always ready to smile and find delight even in the simplest thing. If you ever feel lost or overwhelmed, know that it's okay to ask for help. Reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness, whether it's a trusted friend, a mentor, a counselor, or a community that feels like home. Connecting with others can provide support and perspective when you need it most. You are never alone in your journey, even when it feels that way. There are hands reaching out, hearts open, waiting to walk alongside you. And speaking of community, consider the ways you might offer your gifts to the world. Your unique experiences, talents, and perspectives are valuable. You don't have to have it all figured out to make a difference. Sometimes, simply sharing your story or offering a listening ear can be a profound act of love. When you give from a place of authenticity and compassion, you create ripples that touch lives in ways you may never fully see. In this unfolding story of yours, trust that setback and detours are not failures, but opportunities for learning and growth. They are the universe's way of inviting you to pause, reflect, and adjust your course if needed. Each challenge holds a hidden lesson, a seed of wisdom that, once nurtured, can blossom into greater strength and insight. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate these twists and turns. It can also be helpful to cultivate rituals or daily practices that ground you. Whether it's a morning meditation, journaling your thoughts, lighting a candle with intention, or simply stepping outside to feel the breeze. These small acts create anchors of presence and meaning. They remind you to come back to yourself amidst the busyness of life and to honor the sacredness of each day. If you're comfortable, I'd love for you to share below one simple ritual or practice that helps you feel centered or connected. Your sharing could inspire someone else to find peace in their own way, creating a circle of support and encouragement that spans beyond what you can see. As you continue to walk your path, embrace the truth that your worth is not defined by your achievement, your possessions, or the approval of others. Your worth is inherent, a divine gift woven into the very fabric of your being. When you fully embrace this truth, you begin to live from a place of freedom. A freedom that allows you to shine your light without hesitation or fear. And in moments when you feel weary, when the weight of expectations or self-doubt presses down, come back to your heart. Place your hand there, feel its steady rhythm, and know that the source of all love, all strength, all wisdom resides within you. This heart of yours is a beacon, a sanctuary, and a wellspring of infinite possibility. You might find it comforting to imagine yourself as a tree, rooted deeply in the earth, reaching toward the sky, bending with the wind, but never breaking. Your roots are your values, your experiences, your connection. Your branches are your dreams, your hopes, your actions. And just like a tree, you grow in cycles, sometimes shedding old leaves to make way for new growth. This image can remind you that it's okay to let go of what no longer serves you, whether that's old beliefs, habits, or relationships. Releasing these things creates space for fresh life and inspiration to enter. Trust that by doing so, you are honoring the natural flow of your journey. And speaking of flow, life often asks you to surrender to its rhythm, to trust that even when the current feels strong or the water's murky, it is carrying you exactly where you need to be. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about opening your hands and heart to receive what life offers. Knowing that you are supported at every turn as you move forward. Keep nurturing this balance between effort and ease, between holding on and letting go. This dance is the essence of living fully and authentically. It invites you to be present with whatever arises, to meet life with courage and grace, and to remember always that you are deeply loved. Take a moment now to breathe in this truth. You are a beloved child of the universe, a unique spark of divine light, and your presence here matters more than words can express. Feel this love surrounding you like a warm embrace, steady and unwavering, holding you gently through all of life's seasons. And as you carry this love with you, know that the journey continues, inviting you to explore, to grow, to dream, and to shine ever brighter. The road ahead may not always be clear, but your heart's compass will guide you through the unfolding mystery. Step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment. The path is yours to walk, and I am here beside you, now and always. And as we walk together, remember that your story is never written in isolation. Every person you meet, every encounter you have, is a thread woven into the rich fabric of your life's tapestry. Sometimes those threads are vibrant and joyful. Other times they're tangled or shadowed. But each one holds a lesson, a gift, or a mirror reflecting parts of yourself you might not yet fully understand. Embrace these connections, even the challenging ones, as they are part of your growth and expansion. There's a sacred rhythm in relationship, the giving and receiving, the teaching and learning, that helps you deepen your understanding of love, compassion, and forgiveness. It's okay to set boundaries when needed to protect your energy and honor your needs. Healthy boundaries are like fences around a garden. They keep your space safe and nurtured so that your spirit can flourish. When you communicate your limits with kindness and clarity, you create a foundation of trust and respect, both for yourself and for others. Sometimes you might find it hard to forgive, whether it's forgiving someone else or yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harm. It means releasing the heavy burden of resentment so your heart can breathe freely again. Imagine forgiveness as a gentle river flowing through your soul, carrying away pain and making space for peace. It's a gift you give yourself, a way to reclaim your power and open to healing. And speaking of healing, it's important to honor your wounds without letting them define you. Your scars tell stories of resilience, of battles fought and strength gained. They are not marks of shame, but badges of courage. If you ever feel weighed down by past hurts, know that healing is a journey, not a destination. It unfolds in moments of self-compassion, in seeking support, and in trusting your inner light to guide you through the darkness. You might find it comforting to create a sacred space, a little sanctuary where you can retreat whenever life feels overwhelming or you need to reconnect with your essence. This space can be physical, like a corner of your room filled with objects that bring you peace. Or it can be a mental place you visit through meditation or visualization. In this sanctuary, you can breathe deeply, listen to your heart's whispers, and remember who you are beneath all the noise. Another beautiful way to nurture your spirit is through gratitude. When you pause to notice the blessings, big or small, in your life, you invite more joy and abundance to flow to you. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to plenty, from lack to fullness. It's like watering the garden of your soul, encouraging flowers of happiness to bloom even in difficult seasons. Try, if you can, to write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. You might be surprised how this simple practice lights up your inner world. As you cultivate gratitude, also allow yourself to dream. Your dreams are seeds of possibility planted deep within you. They may seem far away or uncertain, but they hold the essence of your highest self. Don't be afraid to nurture these dreams with faith and patience. Sometimes, the universe answers in unexpected ways, guiding you toward paths you never imagined, but that feel right in your heart. Trust that your dreams are important and worthy of your attention. In moments when doubt creeps in, remind yourself of your past victory, those times you overcame challenges, found strength in vulnerability, or made choices aligned with your truth. These memories are proof of your resilience and your capacity to grow. You are more than your fears and limitations. You are a radiant being with infinite potential, capable of creating a life filled with meaning and joy. Remember also to listen deeply to your intuition. That quiet voice inside you, often drowned out by the noise of the world, is a powerful guide. It speaks through feeling, nudges, and sometimes sudden insight. When you learn to trust this inner wisdom, you align yourself with your authentic path. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to be willing to pause, listen, and follow where your heart leads. And as you do this, keep in mind that progress is not always linear. Sometimes you'll take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And that's perfectly okay. Life is a spiral, not a straight line. Each loop brings you closer to greater understanding and deeper peace. Be gentle with yourself in the process, celebrating every step, no matter how small. I'd love to hear from you now. What is one thing you've learned about yourself recently that has surprised or encouraged you? Sharing your truth can be a powerful act of connection and healing, both for you and for others who might be listening. Please leave a comment below if you feel called to do so. Your words matter as you continue to embrace your journey with openness and courage. Know that joy is not a distant destination, but something you can invite in every day. It lives in a simple moment, a warm smile, the touch of a breeze, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite food. These moments are gifts, reminders that life is a precious unfolding, inviting you to savor its beauty with all your senses. Sometimes, to find more joy, you might need to let go of perfectionism. The urge to do everything flawlessly or to meet impossible standards. Perfectionism can be a heavy burden, stealing your peace and dimming your light. Instead, try embracing imperfection as a natural and beautiful part of being human. When you allow yourself to be imperfect, you open the door to authenticity, creativity, and deeper connection. And speaking of creativity, don't underestimate the power of expressing yourself in ways that feel joyful and freeing, whether it's writing, painting, singing, dancing, cooking, or any other form of creative play. These acts nourish your soul and help you connect with your unique voice. Creativity is a divine spark within you, a way to communicate the essence of who you are beyond word. In the midst of all these reflections, it's important to remain gentle with your mind. Sometimes your thoughts can become overwhelming, spinning stories that pull you away from peace. When this happens, try to observe your thoughts as if they were clouds passing in the sky. Notice them without judgment, and then gently bring your focus back to your breath or to the present moment. Mindfulness is a loving practice that anchors you in now, where life truly unfolds. And while you cultivate mindfulness, remember also to nurture your body. Your body is not just a vessel. It is a sacred temple that carries your spirit through this earthly experience. Treat it with kindness by nourishing it with wholesome food, moving it in ways that feel good, resting when it calls for rest, and listening to its signals with respect. When you honor your body, you honor the divine within you. You may find moments when your heart feels heavy or your spirit weary. In those times, know that it's okay to slow down, to seek comfort, and to simply be. You don't always have to fix or change things immediately. Sometimes, the greatest healing comes from allowing yourself to feel fully and to rest in love's embrace. And love, oh love, is the thread that weaves through all of this. Love for yourself, love for others, love for life itself. It is the force that connects you to everything and everyone. When you open your heart to love, you open to miracle, to transformation, and to the deep knowing that you are never truly alone. So, as you move forward, keep carrying this love with you like a lantern lighting your way. Let it guide your choices, soften your fears, and remind you of your inherent worth and beauty. The world needs your light, your kindness, your unique gifts more than ever. And now, as you take a breath and prepare to continue your journey, know that each new day offers a fresh page, an opportunity to write your story with intention and grace. There is no rush, no deadline, just a gentle unfolding of your life, moment by moment, step by step. Hold this truth in your heart. You are deeply loved, infinitely capable, and wonderfully made. And with this love, you can face whatever comes with courage, hope, and peace. Let this be your quiet promise to yourself as you move through the days ahead. And as you hold that quiet promise close, remember that life's beauty often reveals itself in the small, seemingly ordinary moments that slip by unnoticed when you're caught up in the rush. those little pauses, the soft glow of morning light through your window, the gentle hum of a familiar song, the unexpected kindness of a stranger. These are the threads of grace woven into your everyday. Try to slow down enough to notice them. Let your heart open just a bit wider to receive these gifts. And you might find your spirit quietly lifted in ways you didn't expect. Sometimes, you might wonder if you're on the right path or if the choices you're making are truly aligned with your deeper self. It's natural to feel this way because the path of the heart is rarely straight or clear. It often winds through valleys of doubt and over hills of uncertainty. But here's a gentle reminder. Your path is uniquely yours. It doesn't need to look like anyone else's or meet any external standard. Trust your inner compass. It knows the way even when your mind feels unsure. When you feel lost, come back to your breath, to the stillness inside, and listen there. The answers aren't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they come as quiet nudges, soft whispers of this field, right, or this is where you belong. And in those quiet moments of listening, allow yourself the grace of patience. Growth and transformation aren't always visible day by day, but they are always happening beneath the surface, like roots strengthening deep in the earth. You may not see immediate results or clear signs, but trust that every effort you make, every intention you set is shaping your journey in meaningful ways. Be gentle with yourself if progress feels slow or uneven. The seeds you plant today might bloom tomorrow, or even years from now, but they are real and alive now. Let's talk about the times when you feel overwhelmed by all that life demands from you. It can feel like a heavy weight pressing down, a storm cloud that won't pass. In those moments, remind yourself that it's okay to take a step back. You don't have to carry everything at once. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to rest, to breathe deeply, and to give yourself permission to pause. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's an act of wisdom and self-love. Picture yourself as a tree bending gently in the wind rather than breaking. Flexibility and softness are strengths that help you weather life's storm. And speaking of storm, remember that difficult emotions like sadness, anger, or fear aren't enemies to be defeated or shoved aside. They are messengers, part of your inner landscape that want to be seen and heard. When you acknowledge these feelings with kindness and without judgment, you allow them to move through you rather than get stuck. Imagine them as waves in the ocean of your being, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, but always moving, always shifting. You don't have to hold on to these waves. You can let them wash over you and then gently recede. If you ever feel alone in facing these emotions or challenges, reach out. Connection is a healing balm, and you are never truly isolated. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, a counselor, or even a spiritual guide, sharing your heart can lighten your load and bring new perspective. Vulnerability is a courageous act that opens the door to deeper intimacy and understanding. You might be surprised by how much love and support are available when you ask now. I want to invite you to think about the gifts you bring into the world. Sometimes, It's easy to overlook your own talent, kindness, or wisdom because they feel ordinary or because you compare yourself to others. But there is no one else like you, no one who sees the world through your eyes or carries your unique light. Your presence alone makes a difference, even in ways you might never fully realize. So, celebrate your strength and the ways you contribute, whether big or small. Each act of kindness, each moment of courage, each smile shared is a ripple that touches many lives. And as you continue to shine your light, remember to nurture your dreams with both passion and realism. Dreams are powerful, but they also require care and attention, just like a garden. Sometimes you need to plant new seeds. Sometimes you need to pull out weeds of doubt or distraction. Sometimes you need to water your hopes with patience and persistence. Keep your dreams alive by taking small, consistent steps toward them, even if those steps seem tiny or slow. Every movement forward counts. Let me ask you, what is one dream or hope you have been holding close to your heart lately? If you feel comfortable, please share it in the comments below. Speaking your dreams aloud can be an act of courage, bringing your vision into clearer focus and inviting support from the community around you. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. And while you nurture your dreams, don't forget to celebrate your present. Life is unfolding right now, in this very moment, with all its imperfections and beauty. When you learn to find joy in the here and now, you build a foundation of contentment that carries you through challenges and changes. This doesn't mean you stop striving or lose your ambition. It means you cultivate a sense of peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. In this spirit of presence, let's explore the idea of playfulness. Play isn't just for children. It's a vital part of your well-being as an adult, too. When you allow yourself to play, to laugh, to experiment without worrying about outcomes, you reconnect with your creative essence and your innate joy. Play can be as simple as dancing in your living room, doodling with no agenda, or trying something new just for fun. These moments of lightness refresh your soul and remind you that life doesn't always have to be serious or heavy. And as you embrace play, cultivate curiosity as well. See the world through fresh eyes, as if you're meeting it for the first time. Ask questions, not to judge or fix, but to understand and explore. Curiosity opens doors to new experiences and perspective, helping you grow in unexpected ways. It invites you to step outside of routine and open your heart to wonder. Of course, along with curiosity and playfulness, it's also important to cultivate gratitude for your challenges, not just your joys. Every difficulty carries a lesson, even if it's hard to see at first. When you look back on tough times, you might discover they were the very moments that shaped your resilience, deepened your empathy, or clarified your value. Gratitude for these experiences is not about pretending pain doesn't exist, but about honoring the growth and wisdom that came through it. And as you hold these reflections, remember to breathe. Your breath is a constant companion, a source of calm and grounding, available to you anytime. When you feel scattered or overwhelmed, pause and take a few deep breaths. Let each inhale bring in peace, and each exhale release tension. Your breath connects you to the present moment and to the life force that animates you. You might find it helpful to create little rituals that anchor you in mindfulness and love. Whether it's lighting a candle, sipping tea slowly, or saying a simple affirmation that resonates with your heart, these rituals provide gentle reminders that you are loved. You are enough and you are supported. And as you weave these practices into your daily life, keep in mind that growth is a lifelong dance. Some days will feel effortless, others more challenging. Celebrate your flexibility and your willingness to keep moving. Even when the steps aren't clear, your journey is sacred, and every moment is an opportunity to deepen your connection with yourself and the world around you. So, as you continue forward, carry these truths with you. You are worthy of love and kindness. You have a unique purpose that only you can fulfill, and your life is a precious gift unfolding in its own perfect time. Hold these truths gently and revisit them often. And now, as you sit with these thoughts, perhaps you can ask yourself, what is one small way I can show myself kindness today? What simple act of care or compassion can I offer to my own heart? Take a moment to feel into this question, and if you feel moved, share your reflections in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else to be gentle with themselves. Let your kindness ripple outward, starting from within, and know that with each loving choice, you are weaving a brighter world, one moment, one breath, one heart at a time. And as you embrace this ongoing journey, remember that you are never truly alone. My love surrounds you always, steady and unwavering. A sacred presence walking beside you through all of life's twists and turns. So breathe deeply now, feel the steady rhythm of your heart, and rest in the knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Right here, right now, ready to continue your beautiful unfolding, and that every step you take, no matter how small, carries meaning. Sometimes, the pace of life feels fast and relentless, pulling you in many directions at once. In those times, it's okay to slow down even more, to find a quiet corner within yourself where you can simply be. This space doesn't require you to fix anything or figure everything out. It's a place of rest and presence, where you can feel the gentle pulse of your own being without pressure or expectation. In this sacred pause, you might notice something new, a soft feeling of gratitude rising, a flicker of hope, or a whisper of peace that's been waiting for you beneath the noise. These subtle sensations are like seeds planted deep in your soul, waiting for the right moment to grow. Trust that even when you don't see immediate change, these seeds are alive. And through your care and attention, they will eventually bloom into something beautiful and nourishing. Remember too, that your heart is resilient. It can hold so much joy, sorrow, uncertainty, love, and still keep beating steady. If you feel your spirit growing weary, it's a sign to turn inward with kindness. Imagine wrapping yourself in a warm, comforting embrace, a soft blanket of compassion that shields you from harsh judgments, both from others and from yourself. You deserve that tenderness as much as anyone else. Sometimes, the world around you might seem full of noise and distraction, making it hard to hear your own voice clearly. In those moments, create little sanctuaries for your soul. Whether it's a walk in nature, a moment with a favorite book, or a few minutes spent simply watching the sky change colors at dusk. These simple acts reconnect you with your own rhythm and remind you that you are part of a vast, unfolding story that includes both challenge and wonder. And as you nurture this connection to yourself, don't hesitate to nurture your connections with others, too. Genuine relationships are sacred spaces where your heart can rest and your spirit can soar. They are places where you can be truly seen and loved for who you are. If you find yourself hesitating to reach out or share your feelings, know that vulnerability is a bridge, not a barrier. It invites healing and deepens bonds in ways that surface-level conversations never can. If you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear about a connection in your life that has brought you comfort or joy recently. Maybe it's a friend who listened when you needed it most, or a stranger's smile that brightened your day. Sharing these moments in the comment can remind us all of the simple yet profound ways love moves through our lives. Now, as you continue to walk your path, be mindful of the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. Sometimes, the inner critic can be loud and convincing, pointing out flaws or mistakes with harshness. But I want you to know that this voice is not the ultimate truth. It's only one part of your experience, and often it's shaped by fear or past hurts rather than your real worth. Try to listen instead to the quieter voice inside, the one that believes in your goodness, your creativity, and your ability to heal and grow. This voice might speak in gentle affirmations like "I am enough," "I am worthy of love," or "I am capable of change." You can nurture this voice by speaking kindly to yourself, by celebrating your effort, and by forgiving your misstep. Remember, perfection is not the goal. Authenticity and compassion are in moments when self-doubt creeps in. Pause and take a breath. Imagine filling your lungs with light and warmth, and then exhale any tension or self-criticism. Visualize your heart opening wider with each breath, inviting in courage and peace. You are more than the sum of your fears, and your potential is vast, waiting patiently for you to step into it. And speaking of potential, don't forget to honor your creativity, whatever form it takes. Creativity is not just about making art or music. It's about bringing your unique perspective and energy into the world. It's the spark of innovation in your work, the kindness in your gesture, the new ideas you explore, and the ways you solve problems. When you give yourself permission to be creative, you tap into a deep wellspring of joy and vitality that refreshes your spirit. If you've been holding back on a creative project or a new idea, consider taking just one small step toward it today. Even if it's just jotting down a few thoughts or sketching a rough outline. These tiny actions build momentum and remind you that your creative self is alive and eager to express itself. And as you explore this creative energy, balance it with rest and renewal. Just as the earth needs seasons of growth and quiet, so do you. Sometimes, stepping away from a task or a worry allows new insights and inspiration to emerge naturally. Trust that rest is not wasted time, but a vital part of your process. Now, I invite you to reflect for a moment. What is one small creative act I can do this week to nurture my spirit? It could be anything: a doodle, a poem, a dance in your living room, or even a fresh way of organizing your space. If you feel like sharing, please write your idea in the comment. Your inspiration might light the way for someone else who needs a gentle nudge that as you continue to move through your day, carry with you the awareness that life is a series of moments, each offering an opportunity to choose love over fear, kindness over judgment, and presence over distraction. Sometimes these choices feel monumental. Other times, they are almost invisible. But each one shapes the unfolding story of your life. And when challenges arise, and they will, remember that you are not defined by them. You are defined by how you respond, by your resilience, and by your willingness to keep showing up for yourself and for others. Even in the darkest times, there is a spark of light within you that cannot be extinguished. So as you breathe in this truth, feel it settling deep within your heart. You are a radiant being, worthy of all the goodness this life has to offer. You are surrounded by love, seen and cherished in ways you may not always realize. And this love is a steady flame, burning bright through every twist and turn of your journey. Now, take another deep breath and feel the strength that comes from this knowing. Let it fill you with courage and peace as you step forward. And if, at any point you feel uncertain or weary, return to your breath, to your heart, and to this quiet space of love and support. Remember, your story is still unfolding, with so many chapters yet to be written, and in each one, you have the power to choose grace, kindness, and hope. So keep walking, keep dreaming, keep loving, and know that I am with you, always, as you carry this message in your heart. Perhaps you might pause now and ask yourself, what is one way I can bring a little more kindness into my day tomorrow? What small gesture could brighten not only my own spirit, but also the world around me? Take a moment to feel into this question, and if you're moved, share your thoughts below. Your reflections can be a beacon of light for someone else on their path, and as these thoughts settle gently within you, know that your journey continues, rich with possibility and grace, unfolding one beautiful moment at a time. And in this unfolding, remember that kindness, both given and received, is a powerful current that connects all of us in ways you might not always see. Sometimes, kindness is big and bold, like standing up for someone who needs support. Other times, it's quiet and small, holding the door, offering a smile, or simply listening without rushing to fix or judge. These moments may seem insignificant in the grand scheme, but they ripple outward, touching lives far beyond what you can imagine. You might wonder, does what I do really matter? Oh, beloved, it matters more than you know. Every act of kindness you extend is a thread woven into the vast tapestry of love that blankets this world. When you choose compassion, you help heal not only others, but also your own heart. It's as if the love you give returns to you in unexpected ways. Sometimes as a comforting word from a stranger, a moment of unexpected peace, or a sudden burst of inspiration. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. It's easy to forget that you deserve the same tenderness you so freely offer to others. When you stumble or feel overwhelmed, instead of harsh criticism, try wrapping yourself in gentle understanding. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend, softly, patiently, with unwavering support. This practice doesn't just soothe your spirit, it strengthens your resilience, making you better equipped to face life's twists and turns. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about one small kindness you can offer yourself today. Maybe it's allowing yourself a few extra minutes of rest, or forgiving a mistake without judgment, or simply acknowledging your efforts with a quiet, "Well done." Whatever it is, hold it tenderly in your heart and carry it with you as a reminder of your inherent worth. And as you nurture yourself, consider how you might extend that kindness outward, even in small ways. Perhaps it's a note of encouragement to a colleague, a phone call to someone who might be lonely, or a mindful pause before reacting in a challenging situation. These simple choices create spaces where love can grow, even amidst uncertainty or difficulty. It's important to realize that kindness isn't about perfection or always knowing the right thing to say or do. Sometimes, just showing up fully, with an open heart, is the greatest gift you can offer. Your presence alone can be a balm to someone's weary soul. You don't need to have all the answers or fix every problem. Just being there with authenticity and empathy opens doors to healing and connection. And speaking of connection, remember that you are part of an intricate web of life, woven together with countless others across time and space. Your story intersects with theirs in ways both visible and unseen. When you embrace this interconnectedness, it becomes easier to move beyond feelings of isolation or separation. You are never truly alone, even in moments that feel lonely or uncertain. Sometimes, it helps to imagine a vast, glowing network of light linking your heart to others. Each point pulsating with love and understanding. This light grows brighter when you share your truth, when you listen deeply, and when you act with compassion. It's a reminder that your life matters, your voice matters, and your love matters. Now, I invite you to reflect on a moment recently when you felt deeply connected to someone else. Maybe a conversation that stirred your soul, a shared laugh, or a silent understanding that passed between you. If you feel comfortable, please share this experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone who needs a gentle reminder of the beautiful bonds that nourish us all. As you hold on to these reflections, notice how your heart feels. Perhaps a little lighter, a little more open. This openness is a precious gift, one that allows you to receive and give love more freely. It's the space where healing begins and where joy can take root. Even in the midst of challenges, And speaking of challenges, I want you to know that it's perfectly okay to ask for help when you need it. There is strength in seeking support and leaning on others when your own reserves feel low. Reaching out doesn't mean you're weak. It means you are human and wise enough to recognize the power of community. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional, connecting with someone who cares can bring renewed hope and clarity. At times, you may also find comfort in turning inward to meditation, prayer, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. These moments of stillness are sacred, offering a chance to listen to the whispers of your soul and to realign with your deepest truth. In this silence, you may discover guidance, courage, and peace that carry you through uncertain terrain. I encourage you to experiment with these practices, finding what resonates most with your spirit. There is no one right way. Your path is unique, and the rhythms that nourish you will be too. Be patient with yourself as you explore, and celebrate the small victories along the way. As you continue on your journey, try to notice the simple joys that often go unnoted. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birdsong in the morning, the taste of your favorite meal, or the comfort of a familiar scent. These moments are gifts, invitations to savor life's sweetness amid the busyness. And when you encounter difficulty, hold on to the truth that every experience carries a lesson, even if it's not immediately clear. Sometimes, growth comes disguised as struggle, and healing unfolds in its own time. Trust your inner wisdom to guide you through these seasons, and know that you are supported every step of the way. If you feel moved, please share in the comments one small joy you've noticed recently. Your sharing might help others pause and recognize the blessings in their own lives, creating a ripple of gratitude and hope now. Take a deep breath and feel the rhythm of your life pulsing beneath your skin. The steady beat of your heart, the rise and fall of your breath. The energy flowing through you. This rhythm is your anchor, your constant companion, reminding you that you are alive. You are here and you are deeply loved. As you carry this awareness forward, remember that each day is a fresh canvas, waiting for the colors of your choices, your love, and your presence. You have the power to paint it with kindness, courage, and joy, no matter what yesterday held. And so, with this in mind, I invite you to consider, what is one small way you can show kindness to someone else tomorrow? It might be a word, a gesture, or simply your attentive presence. Whatever it is, let it come from your heart, knowing it has the power to brighten someone's day and deepen your own sense of connection. Take a moment now to feel into this intention. And if you wish, share your idea in the comments below. Your willingness to share can be a light for others who are seeking gentle ways to make a difference. As your thoughts settle and your heart opens, know that you are held in a vast and tender embrace, one that stretches beyond time and space, wrapping you in unconditional love. This love is your foundation and your guide, steady and sure. No matter where your journey leads, and with this love as your companion, you can face whatever comes with grace. knowing that you are never alone, never unseen, and always deeply cherished. So, as you continue to walk your path, carry this truth within you. You are a beacon of light, a vessel of kindness, and a living expression of love's infinite power, and in this way, your life is a sacred gift to the world. Now, as you take your next breath, feel the possibilities stretching out before you, inviting you to step forward with an open heart and a gentle spirit. Remember, every day is a chance to begin anew, to choose love, and to live fully in the moment. And with that, I encourage you to keep this conversation alive. Share your reflections, your stories of kindness, and your moments of connection in the comments below. Together, we create a community of light and hope that uplifts us all. As you hold these words close, prepare to embrace the next chapter of your journey with courage and compassion, knowing that the path ahead, no matter how winding, is filled with promise and grace. And as you step forward, remember that grace is not just something you receive. It's also something you give, beginning with yourself. Sometimes, grace looks like forgiveness. Forgiving others who have hurt you, yes. But equally important is forgiving yourself for moments when you've fallen short or felt lost. You are beautifully imperfect, and that imperfection is part of the human story that connects us all. When you embrace your own flaws with kindness, you open a door that allows healing to flow freely, not just for you, but for those around you. It's okay to acknowledge when life feels heavy or confusing. You don't have to have it all figured out. In fact, some of the most profound growth happens in the spaces of uncertainty. Imagine those moments as fertile soil, ready to nourish new seeds of understanding, compassion, and resilience. Trust that even when the path seems unclear, you are exactly where you need to be for your soul's unfolding. In this unfolding, your heart is like a compass, gently guiding you toward what feels true and right. Sometimes, your heart's wisdom speaks softly through intuition or quiet nudges. Pay attention to these gentle signals. They are your inner light shining through the fog, helping you navigate challenges with a steady hand. When you listen deeply, you often find the answers you seek already resting within you. And here's a gentle reminder: progress is not always linear. There will be days when you soar and days when you stumble. Both are part of the dance of life. Don't be discouraged by setbacks or moments of doubt. Instead, see them as invitations to slow down, catch your breath, and gather strength. Each step, no matter how small, is a step forward. I encourage you to create little rituals that nurture your spirit. Maybe it's lighting a candle in the morning with a quiet intention, journaling your thoughts and feelings, or stepping outside to breathe in the fresh air and appreciate the world's natural beauty. These acts ground you in the present and remind you of the sacredness woven into every day. Moments that as you develop these practices, you may notice a growing sense of peace and clarity. This inner calm is a precious gift, especially when life's outer circumstances feel chaotic. It doesn't mean challenges disappear, but it means you have a sanctuary within yourself, a place of refuge and renewal you can return to again and again. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. There are others walking past like yours, each carrying their own stories, hopes, and struggles. When you connect with others authentically, you create a ripple effect of healing and encouragement that extends far beyond what you can see. Your willingness to be open and vulnerable encourages others to do the same, building bridges of understanding and compassion. If you feel comfortable, I invite you now to share in the comments a moment when connecting with someone else brought you unexpected comfort or insight. Your story could be the gentle spark someone else needs to feel less alone and more hopeful. And as you share, also remember to listen, to really listen to the stories others offer. In doing so, you honor their experiences and deepen the bond that unite us all. This mutual exchange of kindness and empathy strengthens the collective heart of humanity. There will be times when you feel tired or overwhelmed, and that's perfectly natural. In those moments, don't hesitate to pause, to rest, and to care for yourself with the same tenderness you offer to others. Self-care is not selfish. It's an essential act of love that replenishes your energy and renews your spirit. Think of it as filling your own cup so you can continue to pour love into the world without running dry. Alongside rest, it can help to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. It's a simple practice, noticing and appreciating even the smallest blessing. A kind word, a moment of laughter, the comforting presence of a pet, or the beauty of a sunset. When you make space for gratitude, your heart expands, and joy finds room to grow. I encourage you to try this. Each day, jot down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or extraordinary. Sometimes the quiet, ordinary things are the most profound. Over time, you'll begin to see how this practice gently transforms your perspective, helping you find light even in difficult times. And when challenges arise, remember that you carry within you a wellspring of strength and courage. You have faced hardships before and have emerged, sometimes bruised, but always wiser and more compassionate. Trust in your resilience. It's a testament to the divine spark within you. A reminder that you are made to overcome and to thrive. Sometimes, it helps to remind yourself that every day is an opportunity to start fresh. No matter what happened yesterday, today is new. You can choose to let go of regrets or fears and step into this moment with hope and intention. This is where your true power lies, in the present, where love and possibility meet. As you continue forward, keep in mind that your story matters. Your voice, your dreams, your kindness. All of it contributes to the beautiful mosaic of life. Never underestimate the impact you have simply by being yourself, by shining your unique light into the world. So, take another deep breath now, feeling your connection to all that is, to the earth beneath your feet, to the sky above, and to the hearts of those around you. Let this awareness fill you with a gentle strength and a quiet joy that carries you through whatever lies ahead. And as you carry this feeling with you, I invite you to think about one thing you've learned about yourself recently. Something that surprised you, inspired you, or helped you grow. If you feel called to, please share it in the comments. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Now, with your heart open and your spirit steady, you are ready to embrace the moments yet to come, knowing that each one holds the potential for growth, love, and transformation. And as you move forward, allow yourself the grace to be present with all that unfolds, trusting that you are deeply supported and infinitely loved, because you are deeply supported and infinitely loved. This love surrounds you in every breath you take, in every beat of your heart, even when you feel unseen or unheard. It's a quiet presence, steady and unwavering, like the roots of a great tree holding you firm in the storms and the sunlight alike. You don't have to earn this love or prove your worthiness. It simply is, as natural and essential as the air you breathe. And as you keep walking this path, remember that it's perfectly okay to ask for help. Reaching out doesn't mean you're weak or failing. It means you're wise enough to know that support is part of the human experience. Whether it's a trusted friend, a mentor, or even a quiet moment spent in prayer or meditation. Connections like these remind you that you are woven into a larger fabric of love and care. You don't have to carry your burdens alone. There's strength in sharing them, and relief in knowing others want to walk beside you. Sometimes, the world can feel heavy with expectations and noise, pulling you in so many directions that it's hard to hear your own voice. In those moments, I invite you to pause and return to your breath. Feel the simple rhythm of inhaling and exhaling, a natural cycle that never fails to ground you. This breath is your anchor, your ever-present friend who reminds you that you are alive. You are here and you are enough. Take comfort in this steady pulse and let it guide you back to yourself whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed. You might find it helpful to create small pockets of stillness in your day. Moments where you slow down just enough to notice the beauty around you or within you. It could be the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birdsong outside your window, or the quiet strength in your own heartbeat. These simple experiences are gifts, gentle reminders that life is rich with grace if you're willing to see it. They invite you to rest in the present moment and find peace. Even amid chaos, as you nurture this awareness, you may discover that your capacity for gratitude grows, not because everything is perfect, but because you're learning to recognize the good that exists alongside the challenges. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain or pretending life is easy. It's about holding both joy and struggle in your hand without losing your balance. It's a light you carry within you, illuminating your way and softening the edges of hardship. And speaking of light, never underestimate the power of your own. It shines through your kindness, your laughter, and the little ways you show up for others. Maybe it's the smile you offer a stranger, the encouragement you give a friend, or the patience you extend to yourself on a tough day. Every act of love and compassion adds to a collective brightness that can dispel even the darkest shadow. You are a beacon, even when you can't see it clearly. Your presence matters more than you realize. There will be days when doubt tries to cloud your Vision when fear whispers that you're not enough or that your dreams are too big. In those moments, remind yourself that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. It doesn't define you or dictate your future. You have faced uncertainty before and come through stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Trust in that resilient. Trust in the deep well of courage that lives inside you, ready to be called forth whenever you need it. You are a living story of perseverance and hope. Your struggles are chapters, not the whole book. And each new day is a fresh page, waiting for you to write it with intention, love, and authenticity. Don't be afraid to dream again, to hope again, and to try again. Your heart knows the way, even if the path sometimes feels unclear or winding. If you feel comfortable, I'd love for you to share in the comments one hope or dream that you're carrying with you right now. There's something powerful about speaking your intention out loud, about letting your hopes mingle with the hopes of others. Your words might inspire someone who needs a reminder to keep believing. Just as you do, don't remember, my beloved child, that your worth is not measured by what you do or achieve, but simply by who you are, a unique, precious expression of love itself. When you treat yourself with the kindness and respect you deserve, you create a ripple effect that touches every part of your life. You become a source of healing, not only for yourself, but for those around you. So keep nurturing your soul with patience and compassion. Keep listening to your heart's quiet whispers and honoring the journey it leads you on. Keep embracing the imperfect, beautiful unfolding of your life with open arms. You are never forgotten, never forsaken, and always held in the tender embrace of divine love. Take a moment now to feel that love surrounding you once again. Soft, steady, and unshakable. Let it fill every corner of your being, reminding you that you are deeply cherished and infinitely supported. And as you step forward from this moment, carry this love with you like a warm light in your pocket, a steady companion through all the days to come. You are enough. You are loved beyond measure. You are never alone. Amen.